Hey everybody, it's Coffee with Mick. Frank and honest discussion about whatever I want to talk about in the morning. Yesterday I watched a video by Negative Legend. It was very good, called The Downfall of Foamy the Squirrel. Because I just wanted to know if there was anyone else who felt that the series, fell off. And, thankfully, yes. A lot of yes, apparently, from the comment section, too. That video was 9 months ago, and has Jonathan Ian Mathers listened and fixed his content and made it better? Well, the latest Foamy rant I saw was just him complaining about how pop culture is dead. How, back in the day, everybody would just go by the water cooler and talk about Seinfeld. Now, there's so many streaming services and nobody's unified, and, that's... Are you fucking kidding me? Really, Foamy? Really? Family Guy made that bit, years before you. Dear God. And plus it sounds so old man yells at cloud. Ugh. More annoyed that it's basically ripped off from Family Guy. Blender in the background if you can hear. Ugh. That and just after, I don't know how to explain it. It's just after a while, Foamy, Neurotically Yours kind of stopped having what felt like an actual narrative and just felt like things just frickin' happening. It was more the best parts of it were focused on Jermaine and her struggles living in New York, struggling with her body, struggling with how to live in New York, and Foamy was just sitting there in the background, just allowing it all to happen, waiting for her to come to a moment of realization and then give her the reboot switch. And then later, it's revealed that was retconned and that most of all the original series was in Jermaine's head or something. Including the parts where the pizza guy stalked her and assaulted her, and it's no. And that it was all just in her head because she thought all men were like that, and it's come on. Yeah. That was the start of when I started to fall off, and over the years, I kept watching here and there, and it's just the art quality really declined, and it's I know doing weekly animations is hard, but maybe in that respect, instead of weekly animations, make it bi-weekly or monthly or something. Especially if the new art style is ass. I'm sorry, the animation quality is pretty much the same, but the new art style, it looks terrible. It's you had a perfect style in the 2000s, and as times went on, he just kept changing it up for no reason, and it just looks terrible. It's why fix what isn't broke? That's what I ask. Thankfully, I don't think he uses the Hada as much. That character is regrettable. I know he does a lot of racist stereotypes in that show, but he would also use the Hada as if to speak on behalf of black people. And that's kind of fucked if you think about it. He would... this brown squirrel who would give the perspective of an African American man written by a white man, and that's weird. At least I think he's white. I have no idea what Jonathan Ian Mathers says is. Who knows what he is? Who knows what he is? He's behind a wall of doom. Doom, 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 doom. Well, I do remember on one of the CDs, he actually wished he said through Foamy that he wished there was a real White History Month. So, yeah. By the way, I unsubscribed from Radically Yours, this week, and just... I can handle Foamy being problematic here and there, because, edgy humor, but Somewhere along the way, the series lost its spark, its joie de vivre, its heart, if you will. It just doesn't feel like it needs to go on. Like, Foamy is such a non-character. Jermaine is just going through the paces. And it's just, stories need to end. And it's like, if this is like Homestar Runner, which is timeless and can go on to infinity, then yes. But that series didn't have any real set story arcs or anything. This series does. And when you have a series that has rules, reality, and story, those things usually have endings. So, I think that's the one thing that would make it better is if it had an ending. Like an actual ending. That and for Jonathan Ian Mathers to not use AI art. Like, pretty sure he got banned from Newgrounds from doing that. Christ. If Jonathan Ian Mathers watches this video miraculously, you were a shaper of my mind as a young man, and, I'm glad you were there, but I feel like, well, I have grown up, the content that you've created has not grown itself. I hope everybody takes that to heart. And I hope you take that to heart, JIM. And I hope you have a morning.